Welcome back, Pokemon Trainers. Professor Chaz here, the lab coat's on back order, and it is finally time. It's episode number 68 of our Pokemon Sapphire playthrough, if I'm remembering the math properly, and it's time to continue our second attempt through the Hoenn Elite Four. We've taken down the three first ones in yesterday's episode, Sydney, Phoebe, and Glacia. All that stands between us and the championship is Drake the Dragon Trainer and Champion Steven, who quite brutally destroyed us in last weekend's episodes. But we have a better team working this time, as you'll see in a moment. If you didn't check out the team recap last time, we'll do it quickly right here. Starting off at level 54, Sheldon our Blastoise. Torrent ability, boosting water moves in a pinch. Calm Nature, which ups special defense and drops attack. He has the Shell Bell item. Best stats are his defenses right there. He has Surf, Ice Punch, Skull Bash, and Bide. In fact, I could probably give him an Ether for that Surf. Next up, actually we're not going to need Surf just yet. Anyway, next up, I said I'm going to do this quickly. Blaze our Charizard, level 54. Blaze ability, boosting fire moves in a pinch. Quirky Nature is neutral. Holding Charcoal to add more power to that 143 special attack when going for Fire Punch and Fire Blast. Also has Dragon Breath and Slash. Fire Punch could use some more PP as well. I'm going to have to do that before we take on Steven. Next is Sprout the Venusaur, level 54, with Overgrow, boosting boosting grass moves in a pinch. Relax Nature, I forget what that changes. It's got to be a defense or something like that. Miracle Seed, adding more power to grass-type attacks. Definitely more on the specially defensive side at 136. Giga Drain, Synthesis, Toxic, and Leech Seed. Next is... Why did I leave? I did that last time, too. Why am I switching? Stop doing this, Professor! Anyway, Shelbert the Squirtle, our Pokemon Blue starter back in Kanto. Pallet Town, to be specific. Level 54 with Torrent, boosting water moves in a pinch. Quirky Nature is neutral, and he's more on the defensive side, as you see. 104 for defense. Mystic Water, powering up Surf. He also has Ice Beam, Bite, and Protect. Next, we've got Pikachu at level 54, back from the Viridian Forest in Kanto. Ability is static, paralyzing foes on contact. Bashful Nature, which is neutral as well, just like Shelbert's Quirky. And he's holding Magnet to add more power to his electric attacks. His best stat is 116 for speed. Thunderbolt, Body Slam, Thunder Wave, and Flash. We haven't even used him yet. I'm probably not going to either, because I think the rest of the team can take down these last two trainers. But someone that might see some battle prowess here, if that's the right term, is Fluffy, our Dragon Slayer from back in the Johto League. She is a level 54 Clefable. Ability Cute Charm, infatuating foes on contact against her. Sassy Nature, which I think improves special attack while dropping something else, but I don't remember what that is. In fact, it might actually drop special attack for all I know. But she's more defensive, with special defense 128. Never Melt Ice, adding power to Ice Punch. She also has Double Edge, Moonlight, and Metronome. And what I said last time was I'm going to lead Sheldon, but I'm actually going to lead Fluffy. I'm going to give her a Hyper Potion just to be safe. I want her to get the Ice Punches off, give her a chance to shine in this episode. And who did I need to add an Ether to? I got Max Ether. Let's go for an Elixir on Blaze, get all of his PP back, and I guess we'll just go with a Max Ether on Sprout. Or I'm not going to really need Giga Drain, am I? I don't think so. Sprout might not even really see battle after this. He's not really good against the rest of the Elite Four we're going to be facing. However, Fluffy will be. Let's get this show on the road and take on Drake, the Dragon Trainer, who dresses like a pirate. Now, I know in the comics, like, the manga, there's other side stories going on. Is there an explanation or a reason why he dresses like a pirate? I don't know. I haven't even read the comics or the manga. I hope me calling them comics doesn't upset people. I know people get upset when people refer to... Or people get upset when other people refer to anime as cartoons and manga as comics. We got the ice! We got the freeze! What are the odds? After the computer got it so much, actually the odds are pretty much in our favor. But I'm not the kind of person that takes a look at an anime and says, that's not a cartoon, it's something different than a cartoon. Me, personally, whenever something is hand-drawn, animated, critical hit, thank you Fluffy, way to go, it is a cartoon, Just because it's a Japanese cartoon doesn't mean it's not a cartoon. But I might be upsetting people out there. I don't want to say, if you prefer to call it anime, all well and good. But I'm not the type of person to say, oh, it's got to be this specific term. Anyway, let's focus on this. We got the Cute Charm. Yes! We're going to get the Ice Punch. Double super effective on this Altaria. Are you going to be able to handle this? I'm going to say probably. Barely, but probably. Now, you're not going to land your attack because the infatuation affected me so much. Well, I was right. You didn't land the attack, so I guess that's okay. 2 down, 3 to go. Fluffy is just chilling her way through everything here. I love this. Very nice. So I said in yesterday's episode, I'm going to say it again right here, that I'm going to be doing some Pokemon TCG Online battling tonight to record for this week's videos coming up. I'm going to be using one of the theme decks for the new Sun and Moon expansion. Of course, I've chosen the Primarina theme deck because that is my starter. And I'm basically going to just look for some random battles, but if anyone out there has one of the theme decks of the new expansion, or just basically any theme deck that you want to use, feel free to look me up in Pokemon TCG Online. My username is Dotman64, and if we connect online, feel free to send me a battle request. I'll try to go for the best 2 or 3 like I was doing for the previous week's videos, or I guess 2 weeks ago, and if I get enough battles against viewers, I'll make it another one of the viewer battle weeks. If not, I'll just go for some random battles and show those off. Oh, come on, you lived that? You got like this much HP. Oh, this is Ice Punch. They're gonna heal, of course. Let's see, can we drop you in one hit with this Ice Punch? That might have just been a low random number. But let's see if we can get a high random number this time with our damage. I do like what they do with like the damage calculation. Oh, we're just gonna critical. I'll take that too. That basically you can get off like, you know, you can look at the numbers and say, oh, my special stat is this, the power of my attack is this. Calculate those together, put in the defenses of the other Pokemon, and you should be able to calculate what the damage is. But I do like that they have a level of randomness into it as well, because like people say, you know, you get the higher roll for more damage, the low roll for less. That's what keeps things interesting. Now, stat-wise, I should say, I probably would drop this thing in one hit, but in case I don't, I'm going to have to switch into somebody else. What would be kind of cool if they added more randomness to the speed, because the only real, I guess, randomness that comes from speed is if both Pokemon have the exact same speed stat, then it randomly determines which Pokemon goes first on that turn. What would be neat, now maybe people might not like this idea, but what I think would be neat is if they put some sort of like, even like a 5% randomizer on it, so that if I was like 5% slower than the opponent, it might randomly determine them to be 5% less speed than I am that turn, something like that, and maybe I could outspeed, and it's not just a straight by the numbers thing as far as speed goes. Oh, come on. You couldn't give me... Look, if the Sandstorm had gone one more turn, this thing wouldn't have healed up. Question is, are they going to go for a max, or sorry, a full restore right now? I'm going to assume they won't. And they go for a flamethrower against our Blastoise. I was fearing a Dragon Claw. Ooh, but you got the burn. After getting all those freezes on me against Phoebe's Dusclops, you have the nerve to get a burn? That's right, you take that critical Ice Punch, you take that all the way back to wherever the Elite Four heals their Pokemon. I never see them leave the Pokemon, or the Elite Four, what do you call it? The Pokemon League, basically. Where do they go to heal their Pokemon? Superb, it should be said. Thank you. I'm sure they just go, like, as soon as I leave this guy, he's probably going to go down and heal from Nurse Joy anyway, so that's probably how they do it. Alright, they touch the good hearts of Pokemon and trainers and all that good lovey-dovey stuff. I firmly believe in that. I don't want to down-talk it like it doesn't matter, but it certainly does. Let's full restore Sheldon. And I'm going to full restore Fluffy. Her Ice Punch might help against one particular Pokemon in this upcoming battle, but we know that Steven's going to lead with his Skarmory. In fact, let's lead Pikachu instead. He can get a nice powerful Thunderbolt off. You know what I should have done is taught Rapid Spin to somebody, because Skarmory's going to set up the spikes. Now, is leading with Pikachu the best bet? No, because then I have to spend a turn switching out to somebody else, but I want Pikachu to get a knockout. Welcome, Chaz. I was looking forward to seeing you here again one day. Here again. I added the again, just intentional or not intentionally, subconsciously. This is our second time doing this. You, what did you see on your journey with Pokemon? What did you feel meeting so many other trainers like you? What has awoken in you? I want you to hit me with it all. Now bring it! What has awoken in me is rage against you, Steven. Not really. I'm playing it up for the camera, but I wasn't happy, to say the least, to lose all my Pokemon to you, Steven. Let us now take Retribution with a powerful Thunderbolt. If we can drop this before it gets the spikes up, that would be awesome. Come on, Pikachu, get the magnet. I was going to say, but if we can get the Paralysis, it won't attack. But they go for a Resisted Steel Wing. Alright. Down goes Skarmory. What is next? So, we know he's got Aggron, Armaldo, and Cradle. We saw the Did we see the Cradily? I don't remember. Of course, Metagross is a thing, too. And there's the Aggron. So, the best one to switch into right now is going to be Sheldon. He resists the steel. He's got very good defense to deal with the rock attacks, and he can surf this thing right back. And that's not even a stab hit. What is your last Pokemon? We've got Skarmory, Aggron, the 2 fossils, Metagross. I'm pretty sure we saw it last time. I must have just manhandled it and just completely blocked it out of my mind. Critical Surf, down goes Aggron. This is going much, much better than the last time. And I'm happy to see this. After these Pokemon were defeated by Trainer Red on top of Mount Silver back in Johto, I'm happy to see this. Now, we do see a Grass type here, so let's switch into our own Grass type. In fact, I said Sprout wouldn't get any battle time in this fight. He's going to do some pretty good work here. Unless he hurts himself in Confusion, which is a possibility. But this is also the Pokemon I was saying that Fluffy could be useful against. This thing is weak to Ice, but I want to get the Toxic off if I can help it. And you go for a non-stab Sludge Bomb. Now, come on. 50% chance to hit yourself. You do it twice in a row. Critical? No, actually, it's not. Okay, let's go for the full restore. That'll heal off the Confusion as well. 2 turns in a row. Not unheard of, but annoying. Not likely. Annoying. Alright, so let's get the Toxic off. Let's get some increasing damage on this thing. It's got Ancient Power, Sludge Bomb, Confuse Ray. It's got to have some sort of Grass attack too, but obviously it's not going to go for that. Now, Giga Drain is neutral. Oh, we're almost out of PP on that too. It's neutral damage. This is going to heal us up to the point that a critical Ancient Power shouldn't knock us out based on the damage that we just saw. Confuse Ray, of course, is going to be annoying. Let me spend a turn getting back the PP. Oh, you know what? No. If we can time this right, if this thing goes really low on poison, then Giga Drain, our last PP for Giga Drain, is going to take it down, along with the Toxic damage. So, get rid of Confusion right now. Hit me with your best shot. Fire away. That was your best shot, I will say. So, that might have just changed things in my head. But let's go a little bit crazy, a little bit risky. No, you know what? Let's Synthesis. I forgot I had that. Now, the downside is they are going to full restore. So this kind of stalls things out a little bit more than I would have liked. But Ancient Power, I believe you only get 5 PP on that. So, assuming they're going to heal, I'm going to go for... I should Toxic right now, but in case they don't, I want to heal up. I thought so. I wanted to get the Toxic immediately if I could have, but... if I can get through this without losing anybody, that would be the preferred way to do this. Now I'm thinking, when Metagross comes in, how do we switch in Blaze? Because that thing's going to get a powerful, powerful Psychic off on Sprout. I guess I could switch into Sheldon. Fluffy might not be bad either. Although, as soon as that thing goes for a Meteor Mash and gets the attack boost, we're in trouble. Well, we'll see what happens. So we're at 1 Giga Drain remaining. Let's spend some time healing, I think. Do we need anybody healed up? Not really. Pikachu's not going to come back into battle, I don't think. Let's just go ahead and Max Ether back to Giga Drains. Why not? I kind of hate wasting a Max Ether on an attack that has less than 10 total PP, because a regular Ether heals 10. A Max Ether would heal everything back to, like, if you have 40 PP or something like that, but... that's all we have. We don't have any more Lepa Berries to make use of, unfortunately. Now, will 2 Giga Drains and the Toxic damage bring this thing down? Let me see what the Toxic is at right now. Please don't poison me! Because I'm Poison type. You break the game. I do believe a Giga Drain and the Toxic damage does bring this Cradily down. So Armaldo, Metagross. What else does he have? Is it even a Steel type? There's another Rock type. I want to remember before we see it. I hate whenever I have something in my head and I'm like, I know what the answer is, but it's just buried so deep in there, I can't find it. There's Armaldo, so Sheldon is our best way. Actually, this is a safe switch to Sheldon here, so Sprout is out of the way. We don't need to fear a Psychic from Metagross hitting Blaze on his way in. Seriously, what is his 5th Pokemon? I'm sure did we see it last time? We didn't see the Armaldo. I'm trying to think, when did the Metagross come in? You guys are probably already out there just typing in the comments, it is this Pokemon, we know what it is. Wouldn't be Milotic, would it? That's Cynthia. It's gotta be some sort of a rock or steel or something. Come on. Think, Professor, think. Does it really matter? No, because I'm sure we can handle it, but it's just one of those things where, it's like I say, you know the answer's there, your mind can't find that little, it's like your brain is a filing cabinet, you're not sure what drawer it's in, and you check all the drawers, and you're like, I must have missed it in one of those drawers, which one is it in? And then, by the time you're done rambling and the opponent sends their last Pokemon in, you're like, that's what it was, I knew it! Level 55. If you couldn't tell, I'm just rambling to fill up time, because I want to get to the credits. That's what it was! I should have known! Alright, Claydol, super effective. We'll go for an Ice Punch next because we are out of Surfs. I probably should have punched first to try to freeze that. Because it's going to explode, isn't it? Ooh, that's actually not a bad play. Let's Skull Bash. Get our defense up. If they do explode, at least that's going to help us survive it. Maybe. Unless they get a critical. That's actually good to get the defense up as well. Do less than half of what we have left. Thank you. Alright, because if they did more than half, we're locked into our Skull Bash right now, so we would have actually probably lost our Blastoise there. They could also get a critical. But what are the chances of that? Not so good. Huh. Would they full restore? Because what I could do here, switch into Blaze. But if they predict that and go Ancient Power, that won't be good. I'm instead just going to heal. Switching right now would be kind of risky, a little bit too risky. I was playing a little bit too risky in the previous battles too, I think. Was I? I think I was playing it too safe. Now see, if I went into Blaze right there, now he wouldn't be able to do much to this because the light screen is still up. And we're out of Surfs. Let's just heal up these Surfs right now then. Go for the Max Ether. Surf is back to 15 PP. And they're going for another Earthquake. With our defense boosted from Skull Bash, we can handle that no problemo. And they lose their light screen, so now let's go for the Ice Punch, see if we can get the freeze. But if not, this sets it up nicely for a Surf knockout, unless they light screen again. We don't get the freeze. Oh well. Life goes on. And so does the light screen, so let's freeze it now. That's what they were waiting for. They wanted to get the light screen up so I could freeze them now. However, the reason I wanted to go for Ice Punch instead was because the Surf might have brought them back into full restore range. I think we can drop them at this point. Maybe? Let's give it a shot and see, is Surf enough to finish the Claydol at that level of HP? Turns out, spoilers from about 5 seconds ago, it is not. But Surf can bring it down now. Alright, what I am going to do here, I'm going to do that risky maneuver. I'm going to bring Blaze in. Let's see if the computer happens to predict that. Well, that's not so good either. I'm going to make the biggest, riskiest play ever to keep things interesting. I'm going to go for a Fire Blast. Their light screen is up. Now, we have the Charcoal. If this thing Ancient Powers and drops Blaze, you know what? I talked myself out of it. We're switching out again. Let's go back into Sheldon. I would have liked to make that risky play, but seriously, Blaze is our number one... Yeah, there we go. Our number one way to deal with Metagross. I can't afford to lose him like that. Let's go for 2 Surfs. Even if they get the light screen back up, another Surf maybe drops you. What do you think? I think so. So what we're going to have to do is kind of stall out the light screen too, because I want Blaze to get a powerful Fire Blast, or maybe just 2 Fire Punches. Would you stop living these hits off on that Metagross? But to do so, the light screen has to go. So what we'll do here, I'm going to full restore Sheldon. I wasn't counting the turns for light screen. I'm going to say, I think they have one turn left after this one. Let's switch into Blaze now, who will be immune. Well, how many Earthquakes have they used? I'm going for it. I'm bringing Blaze in. You must have at least one Earthquake left. You're going to go for it. You're not going to Ancient Power. Yes. Light Screen doesn't fall, but after this slash, might as well. Light Screen should fall. Metagross comes in. Let us drop this thing. Come on, buddy. There we go. Putting it all on the line for a Fire Blast. The end of the game. There you go, Steven. That's what you should have done last weekend. Just lose to your future champion. And we level up. And that is it, folks. Champion Steven is defeated. I, the champion, fall in defeat. Kudos to you, Chaz. You are truly noble. Wait, you are a truly noble Pokemon trainer. Thank you, good sir. It took a full team, but we finally came out victorious. Congratulations! The feelings you have for your Pokemon, and the Pokemon that responded to those feelings with all their might. They came together as one and created an even greater power, and thus you were able to grasp victory today. You are rightfully the Hoenn region's new... Chaz! Here's some advice before you challenge the champion! For the second time. Huh? What? Chaz, could it be that it's already over? It is. See? What did I tell you, May? Didn't I tell you that you don't need to worry about Chaz? Chaz, you've finally done it, after 2 attempts. Stop rubbing it in, sir. When I heard that you defeated your own father at the Petalburg Gym, I thought perhaps you had a chance. But to think you've actually become the champion! Ah, yes. What became of your Pokedex? Here, let me see. So you've seen 153 Pokemon and you've caught 25. Some Pokemon only appear in certain areas. You'll need to be persistent. Anyways, congratulations. Now, go proudly into the final room. Chaz, no, the new champion. Come with me. I'm sorry, but from here on, only those trainers who have become champions may enter. You'll have to wait outside with the professor. Oh, I'm just joking. That's okay. That's the rule. Chaz, honestly, congratulations. A little hint of bitterness in that voice, I think. This room is where we keep records of Pokemon that have prevailed through harsh battles. It is here that the League Champions are honored. Come on, let's record your name as a trainer who triumphed over the Pokemon League and the names of the partners who battled with you. And this is it. This should have been Skippy and his friends, but of course, last weekend we did lose them against Steven, but that's why I have a whole roster of Pokemon to call upon. We'll see our champions in their full glory right here. Pikachu. Actually, he was using that last fight. Fluffy is there as well, our Clefable. Sprout, our Venusaur. Shelbert, our Squirtle, the starter that began the entire thing. Blaze, our Charizard. And Sheldon, our Blastoise. Your champions, everybody. Give them a round of applause. Throw a like down below for these powerful warriors, these victorious champions of the Hoenn League. League champion, congratulations. Now we get to see the nice ending credit sequence. So I guess I can give some post-game thoughts about Pokemon Sapphire, even though the game is, 14 years old at this point? But it's a retro playthrough, so let's give some retro thoughts on this. I guess I could say, it sounds kind of bad to say this, but this is, shortly after this is when I started to fall out of playing the Pokemon games for a little while, because I was playing through, if you watch the Pokemon Blue playthrough, I mentioned that my friend Evan, one of my, my best friend growing up through high school and such, like we were big players of both Pokemon Red and Blue. I had Blue, he had Red, and I'm pretty sure he played the Gen 2 games as well, and I think he had Ruby, or maybe Sapphire. I think he had Ruby, but he didn't play it as much, and I really didn't have other people around me that were playing Pokemon at that point, so it was just me playing the game on my own. What I did in my actual cartridge was I started doing some breeding in the world of Pokemon at this point, and afterwards, things kind of like fell to the wayside. There wasn't really much to accomplish in the game at this point because the story was done, and with no one really to play against or battle, like I said, my interest started to wane a little bit in the series. But as soon as Gen 4 came out, Pokemon Pearl and Pokemon Diamond, and they had Wi-Fi connectability. You could battle people all over the world, you could trade with people all over the world. That sparked my interest. Now, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I had a Nintendo DS from the very beginning. I had Nintendogs, which was one of my first games, and what else did I have to start with? I can't even remember. I think I had, was it Wild World? I think so. The first Animal Crossing on the Nintendo DS. I picked that up, and then as soon as they announced Diamond and Pearl with Wi-Fi, I was like, I gotta get that. So as soon as I got that, playing through that game, it re-sparked my interest in Pokemon. So I came back to here, and I uploaded all of my main team members from this game onward. That's also what sparked me wanting to get one of the remakes of Red and Blue. I got Fire Red to recreate my original Pokemon Blue team, and through the use of one of the GameCube games, I also recreated my Pokemon Johto team, or Pokemon Silver team from Johto as well. Look, it's showing all of my team members. I haven't even been looking at this. There's Kyogre, there's Kowalski, there's Burrow again. Look at all these guys. That is awesome. I kind of like this. The fact that it was showing, I kind of want to go back and watch that now to see all of my Pokemon. I forgot it was going to show just what's in my Pokedex. But you saw them all there as I was rambling. But I really enjoyed this game. I like all the new features they included, such as the double battles was a pretty mind-blowing thing when it first came out. The abilities and figuring out how they work is pretty cool. Of course, the new attacks, the new species of Pokemon, all that good stuff. And there wasn't any new typings, but new held items were introduced as well. So I enjoyed the Gen 3 Pokemon games. I never played Emerald, but maybe I'll do that at some point on the channel. We'll see. But let us enjoy this music for a second. I didn't know there was music here, and I'm talking over it the entire time. That's it. And let me pop back in and we'll go and see what else is happening. Let's continue the adventure. We wake up in our home. Our team is fully restored. Our champion's right here. In fact, what we can do here is go to our Pokénav. And let's check the ribbons. We'll see our party Pokemon all have the championship ribbon for beating... I was going to say for beating the Hall of Fame. No, sorry, the Hall of Fame ribbon for beating the champion. And that is on all 6 of these Pokemon. Now, what I'm not going to do in this playthrough, because it's going to get kind of boring and repetitive, but I did go through this champion, or beating this champion in this league, to get that ribbon for all the Pokemon in my collection. Now, in Pokemon... My dad's home? One second, Dad. In Pokemon Moon, I'll show you all of my previous Pokemon that are level 100 that have been uploaded through the generations. I'll show you a quick little image of, or screenshot of, all the ribbons that they have. Like right now I'm using Critter to go around, Critter the Butterfree, to go around stealing held items from wild Pokemon. His ribbon screen is just filled to the max. In fact, you have to scroll down to see all his ribbons. I love it. Anyway, hey, it's Chaz. It's been a while since I saw you, but you look stronger somehow. Ever since I whipped your butt. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh yes, I have something for you. This came to you from someone named Mr. Briny. We got ourselves the SS ticket. A ticket for a ferry? If I recall, there are ferry ports in Slateport and Lily Cove. Chaz, if you have an ambition as a trainer, go to the Battle Tower. Oh, Battle Tower. Sure. It should teach you that there is no end to a trainer's chosen path. I better get back to Petalburg Gym. Mom, thanks for looking after the house while I'm away. Don't even call her by name. What a father. Now, let's see what's on the TV. We bring you a special news bulletin. We receive reports of a red flying Pokemon in various Hoenn locales. The identity of this Pokemon has not yet been determined. We now return you to your regular movie presentation. I thought I was going to show my championship battle. There's a movie on TV. 2 men are dancing on a big piano keyboard. Big! Better get going. I'm pretty sure that's Big. Tom Hanks. Classic movie. I love that piano thing. It's been emulated and recreated so many times. Often imitated, but never duplicated. Except basically it was, because it's just 2 guys on a keyboard, so it's easy to basically duplicate. But that dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in a while, but all he talks about is Pokemon. Sounds like me when I go anywhere. He should relax and stay a little longer. What's this on the table? It's the instruction booklet for the running shoes. Have I seen this? Press the B button. Thank you. I can't run indoors, though. I should put the book outside. But I guess I should probably save it at a Pokemon Center, but we're just going to save it up here. And that's going to wrap up Pokemon Sapphire for the weekend. We have completed the Pokemon League Challenge. We are now the champion of 3 regions. Johto, let's go in actual order, Kanto, Johto, and now Hoenn. What's next in our future? Well, you can probably guess that, but of course there is still some post-game stuff to check out here in the Hoenn region, so we're not done just yet. There are a number of legendary encounters, including one of those random, wild, roaming encounters which everyone loves to do so much. I'll consider trying that one. In fact, I am going to try it. I don't know if I'm actually going to make the capture, but I'm going to attempt it just so we can actually see this Pokemon in the game. Who knows what's going to happen if I do manage to capture it or not. But with all that, I guess we are done for today. I want to say thanks for checking out our victorious challenge against Steven, the champion of the Hoenn League. And if you liked the episode, drop a like down below. If you have any comments to leave, feel free to leave them down below. Let me know what you think I should do for post-game. Do you want to see me try the Battle Tower? I can attempt it. I can show you what kind of shenanigans they get up to in Battle Tower. Haha, you think the 10% freezes from Phoebe's Dusclops or something? You must never have seen Battle Tower before, let me just put it that way. But that is it. Stay tuned to the outro. Wait, before I say that, if you missed any episodes of Sapphire this entire time, of course there is a link in the description to the entire playlist, which you can go back and check out. See how things started from the very beginning of our adventures here in the Hoenn region. But you can check my channel for other playthroughs, such as our adventures through Kanto in Pokemon Blue and Johto in Pokemon Silver. And of course, there'll be some links to the other videos that I've done on the channel in the outro, plus a link to subscribe to this channel if you want to get more daily Pokemon content updated. And just as a reminder, at about 7 p.m. Atlantic time tonight, I'm going to see if I can do some online Pokemon TCG battles using one of the theme decks, the Primarina theme deck for Sun and Moon. If you want to jump into some battles against me with other theme decks, you're welcome to do so. Just look for me on Pokemon TCG Online. Dotman64 is the username. Throw a friend request my way. Send me a message. Let me know you want to set something up, and we'll go from there. But with that, we are done for the weekend. I want to say once again, thanks for checking out our battle here in the Hoenn League. Also, before I say farewell, leave a comment, let me know what you thought of Gen 3. You know, what are your favorite memories of the Hoenn region? Did you play Emerald when you had this game when you were younger? Did you play Ruby or Sapphire? Which was your preferred cartridge? What was your team like? Just leave all that good stuff in the comments below. I look forward to hearing from you. But finally, that is it. Professor Chaz is now signing off. I'll catch you next time.